or Marilyn Calmetra then, and let's find out how our education system goes.
hello. Ayan. Devin, you there? No? Oh, the broadcast didn't end. It was continuous. So hi everyone. We are now live on Facebook. And let's see. Let's do our, it's working. Let's do our, yeah, countdown first. Ayan! Hello everyone! We're live with our special guest, Ate Marlene Dumilten. And because it's Sunday Family Day, we got Daddy Devin on the show. He's absent for how many times. But now, I don't want him to be absent, so I woke him up. You guys can greet our audience and our listeners because we're live on 91.5 WRS FM Wows Radio and also via StreamYard and via Facebook and via my page, Ody Munson. Say hi, Ate Mar, to our viewers and listeners. Please unmute yourself. Oh, Ate, it's your turn now to talk.
Hi everyone, happy listening to CLO community in Hong Kong. So it's a great opportunity for me tonight to share something from you regarding education in the Philippines during pandemic and after pandemic. So we're about talking a lot of things, sharing a lot of things regarding that scenario in the Philippines. So I hope that you would enjoy a lot of um, talking with us, with DJ Ody Munson and with Mr.
Yay.
Devon. Okay, thank you
That's
so much
great.
for trusting me to be part of your radio station for tonight.
That's your cousin. Ate Marilyn and her dad and my mom are first cousins. So me and her were second cousins. She's my aunt. So our show tonight, I chose about how the education goes in the Philippines while there is pandemic. Because it's not life is not easy when there's pandemic, right? So Ate Martin, how are we going to start this? Because I don't know the situation in the Philippines when there's pandemic because I was not in there. So can you help us um, tell us what happened when pandemic started or before the pandemic started? What do you clearly remember? Go right ahead, Ate.
Okay, so before pandemic, during before pandemic, everything is set. Okay, it's run smoothly, and then all of a sudden, that was 2019, way back 2019, starting March 14, if I'm not mistaken, 11 to 14, no? That happened that a sudden news um, broke out that this pandemic is really be happening. So there are lots of questions on our mind. What will happen? So because this is the first time, right? So all of us felt nervous about this pandemic, no? Most especially among kids, because I've been handling elementary students in the Philippines, preferably grade 6. And that moment where they are about to end, they will be having their graduation day. And unexpectedly, this pandemic broke out that time. So all of them were sad because they were not going to have their graduation day face to face graduation day. So, uh, but because we cannot go out, so Department of Education stated that all of us will have to stop for a while, no, in going to school. So most
Mm-hmm.
especially because we really don't know what kind of disease was that, no. Um, and then we're about to hear news in the over the radio, over the social media, and television. Okay, so that moment, really our world stops for a while, no, full of nervousness, anxiety, and I think because we were really not um, so happy that moment, no, so it's
I know.
really a troublesome day for us. Okay, during the first strike of pandemic in the Philippines. That was March 11. I can still clearly recall that moment.
You got a very good memory, like the way you are memorizing your quantities when we are in elementary. Because both of us studied in the same school, and now she is teaching at that very same alma mater that we got. And I'm so proud of you. We are just before playing in the playground. Now you are the one managing the playground. And how does it feel, Ate? Do you really I mean, we're teacher of educators like Anika, my mom is also a teacher. And I didn't take course in education, but I also ended up teaching. So why did you choose to become a teacher? And now you got a doctorate.
Yes. At first, I really don't want to become a teacher, I want to be a policewoman that time and adopt medicine, I want to pursue.
Policewoman.
Um,
My brother is a policeman. It's also indigenous. Oh my gosh. Another policewoman.
I
Okay, go
want to
on.
become a PA mayor that time. I want to go to Baguio because I love their uniform and their
Yeah,
discipline. See their discipline sa PA mayor in Baguio. But unfortunately, my mother and father doesn't want me to go there
of
alone. And at the
course.
moment, see the culture of the Filipinos, they are very close to their kids, their daughters and sons, and taking care of them. They don't want you to be far away from them. And that's why I wasn't able to pursue it. But um, due to the scholarship, no, in that particular school, I was able to pursue my education career, to be a teacher
Yeah.
here. Okay.
You're very
Due
smart, of
to
course. From the very beginning, when we're elementary, I really adore you. You're very good in delivering this speech. And I also love public speaking, so that's why till now I'm doing public speaking. And what scholarship was that, Ate? Because you're also a scholar. When we graduated in grade 6, I remember you're given a scholarship grant.
Yeah, that scholarship was, I am thankful to Norashino Chuo of Japan, okay, through the Metrobach Foundation by Mr. Yu. No, so that's why I am so thankful to those people who let me finish my studies in college. And for that, I am giving back. No, so as long as I can share to everyone, even my time and my knowledge, I'm about to share it to them.
Yeah,
So
like
kindness begets kindness. Okay.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
also the reason why I'm also giving back to the society here at Hong Kong. I'm
yeah,
teaching
yeah.
people how to write. That's what I'm doing. I mean, teaching is really in our blood. I had no intention to be a teacher. My mom is a teacher.
Yeah, yeah. But cousin, teaching is could be informal ways, formal or informal ways. In your own little ways, you can share what you know, no, to any people. Yeah, you can be an inspiration to them. You can you can touch their lives, most especially our community there in Hong Kong. So I know that you have different talents, and I know that you can share it to them. No,
Yeah. And
sharing
I
is
was so
good.
honored to find out that you already got your doctorate degree. How do you manage to do that with a very busy, hectic teaching schedule? 'Cause I know how a teacher
Yes.
goes. That's why I really didn't take that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. When I graduated college, from the institution which I graduated from, after my college degree, I entered master's degree already, and I finished it
Oh,
for about 2 years, I think, for complete academic requirements. But unfortunately, I stopped for a while because I feel that I need to breathe air, so I have continued studies, and after that, it takes a long time. I think maybe 6 years, and another scholarship came in, from Manila teachers, and they give me
wow.
another scholarship. I just only have read the information on their wall telling that they are giving a scholarship, and that moment I took the examination, and that was hard and so difficult. But um, the manager called me up and she told me that I passed their examination, so they are going to give me
Wow.
another scholarship. That's why I repeat, that's why I repeat again the another course of my master's degree in Southern Luzon, Southern State University naman in Lokban, Quezon. Lokban,
Yeah.
Quezon is the Baguio, no? The Baguio Hills here in Quezon
Yeah.
province. Okay, so I finished it, and then I continued it, and then I enrolled in doctorate degree. So in educational management, and I believe that it can help me improve my skills for my professional development. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so at least I can share it and I can improve more my teaching career. So I know that it could be beneficial to my students. No, imagine your teacher is a doctorate degree already. So I think, but it's a really difficult task on my part, no, because a lot of people will always think more about you. Okay, so you really have to give to the community, no, to give back what is best for them. Okay, now that you've
Isn't
learned
that
a
the
lot of
class?
philosophies, no, in
Can you
teaching.
imagine? Can you imagine at my Silangan Elementary School, where's my alma mater? There was a teacher who was already a doctorate, and that is a very big leap in education. You know, those our days, we also had very good teachers. Like our teachers, I clearly remember Masteral 1, Masteral 2, but what about if doctor and education? How do you spell that? Is it PhD or what is the
Yeah, yeah.
abbreviation?
We have two kinds. We have two kinds of doctorate degree. One is EDD. The EDD is the old curriculum. I think most of us now, my classmates, they finished Doctor of Philosophy. Doctor of Philosophy, meaning philosophy, guiding principles. You've learned a lot of principles, no teaching principles from different philosophers. So therefore, you have a lot of ideas, lot of inspirational insights, no, that which you can use in your daily teaching.
So you can be
Okay.
heard on air too, ayan, our on air. So my right hand is working on the StreamYard and my left hand is working for the radio show. I'm multitasking. So
Yeah, yeah,
ayan,
yeah.
so you get lots of contents. So Han, you want to say hi? Is there any question you want to ask to Aunt Marilyn before if you tell her story about and lifestyle in the Philippines, the education before when the pandemic hits Philippines? Because that is a big deal. Go ahead. Devin, can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Devin, can you hear me?
I, what?
I said, do you have any question from my cousin? Because education in USA is different than Philippines. But we're now having K to 12, right?
Mm, the only question I have is what's it like to go to school and actually learn something? That's my only question.
You're talking to a teacher who is already took her doctorate degree. Can you repeat your question again?
My question was, what does it feel like when you go to school and actually learn something?
How does it feel, Ate? Because she's a scholar.
Yeah. Mr. Devon Master, our kids, just like us, older adults, can really go to school. You really have learned a lot of things. But I think if you really come to my class, you will learn new something, anew, no? So because you can learn a teacher has a lot of motivational skills for every
Oh,
learner, no? So just like Mr. Howard, Gardner tells us that our kids, they have multiple intelligences, right? So for example, you can
yes.
sing, you can dance. I know what's the talent of Mr. Devon?
He can sing. He
Absolutely
used to sing in
nothing.
the band. Don't believe him.
You don't have
He's,
talents at all.
he's,
I can
he's
make
singing in the
coffee.
band.
That's about all far as my talent goes.
Yeah, it's a talent, of course, that you can develop, no? Maybe in informal ways, but you can still develop it, no? Just like that is a practical and performance skills that you can still enhance. Because a lot of students in our class may be bored if the teacher is boring. So really a teacher should
Exactly.
be a motivational one for each learner, no, because once a child go to school, he really wants to learn something, no. So as a teacher, you must be a very good motivational teacher for them. You see to it what they need, no, so that they
Different
can really,
personalities.
yeah, they have
Yeah.
different personalities. That's why as a teacher, you have lots of activities. You really have to prepare a lot of activities for them to enjoy. In my
So,
classroom,
yeah, what's the difference, like, when there's pandemic, how do you prepare and entertain these kids? Because when there's no pandemic, okay, class, fall in line, go to the playground or take your recess and play in the playground. When there's a pandemic, how does it go? Gosh, I can't imagine to entertain how many kids in your
yeah.
class.
In the elementary, I'm been handling almost 30 to 35 students because in the ed, they allowed us, they lessen the number of students, no? So we only have 30 to 35 students.
On our
And we are,
time, we are 50. Ate, we are
yeah,
50
yeah.
during our time.
Yeah. And they lessen it so that a teacher's burden can also be lessened too. Ano po? Okay? So, during pandemic, it's really tiring one. No? That's the moment that you really, the teacher has really the power, no? Of disciplining the students when they were in school. But during pandemic, we are having the social media. We're all having the online platform wherein not all of them can join because they don't have gadgets, they don't
Yeah.
have internet connectivity, no? It seems that only those who can join the online learning, they have Wi-Fi at home and they have gadgets can really join classes. And then what we did was we really have to provide them modules, uh, and learning activity sheets wherein they can learn also at home, even though teachers were not around with them. No, the power of the teacher there was really not not visible in school, in the classroom itself. Okay, it's really hard not to discipline a child. It seems that the word school was also lost that
Oh
moment.
no.
Okay,
Ate,
when you
how
ask, they don't
no
need school.
not all of them have gadgets. So I feel so sorry for those who don't have gadget. How did you manage to help those students who doesn't have gadgets? And of course, not everyone has Wi-Fi.
Yeah, and that moment we are not allowed to go to their houses. No, home visitation is not allowed because that moment is really a horrible moment because you can also acquire COVID, right? And that's really very dangerous for us to go to their houses. No, so what we did was to provide, as what I've said, a module, no, a lesson, an activity sheet for them to answer, and also what we need is to call them through their neighbor. Okay, so if you have a neighbor, we have to ask help from them to relay the message.
Oh my goodness, that is really called bayanihan, and I'm glad the neighbors are netting. Yeah, I never thought of that. Now I know. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So the
with
spirit of,
Samaritans. Oh
yeah,
my
bayanihan,
goodness.
that was really alive on that moment. No, okay,
Oh,
that life
so
was really
I can't
tiring for.
imagine how. Yeah,
That
because
was
my
tiring
mom
for
is
us.
she's making the lesson plan, writing it in the Manila paper for the visual aids, because I have seen that and I became her assistant teacher when she's in the daycare. You will write your visual aids in the Manila paper this day, and then no computer that time. You will do everything on your own, and you got this book. I'm calling it Lecture Plan, the lesson plan book. And I feel so sleepy all the time. She's going to make this lesson plan for her. Now that there's pandemic, you guys switch to computer, right? So is it more
Yeah, yeah,
timely?
yeah. Nowadays, we're using technology already, and it's really helpful for us teachers. No, it's really an aid for us to lessen our work in school because we don't, at this moment, no, we don't usually use Manila paper, and they call it MP3. Okay,
Oh my
so
goodness.
we're having the
Oh
PowerPoint
wow.
presentation and through
Oh.
Canva. No? There are lots of software applications that we can use in
They
making
are
videos.
they are expensive for you guys. Is it free? Because with my Canva, I need to pay 88 Hong Kong dollars every.
You can use Canva for
So
education. It's for free.
is it free?
Yeah. You
Oh.
can only
So
get free.
next time that I will use my Canva, I'm going to write that I'm for education, so I can get it.
Yeah.
I need it.
Yeah, that's free. Some of the slides there are free.
It's not free for. So
Some
like this
has
one, I made this in
pro.
Canva. Yeah, I made this in Canva
Yeah.
today. And just to put the leaves, I need to pay a certain amount. Yeah, just to put
That's
those
Canva Pro.
leaves. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm disconnected. You guys still there? So it's really, really amazing when you use the Canva, because that is really helpful to the eyes of the student. So are you now guys back to face-to-face classroom, or you're still in, because Ella, she's
Yeah.
still in face-to-face. Oh, I thought it's
Yeah,
over
we're having the
already.
full blast face to
Ah, you're back.
face.
Oh wow. So
Back to
your
normal.
which one is good ate? The face to face or the online is good?
I would prefer a face-to-face one because the power of the teacher is there. You can never
Yeah.
overpower the teacher. Without the teacher, the presence of a teacher inside the classroom is really inevitable one. Okay? So you can discipline your students. No. You can touch their lives there. You can check them. Just like what we have during the first ons of face-to-face classes, the students really don't know, and their discipline is lacking, right? And of course, they don't know how to greet the teachers because they've been out of school for 3 years. They thought that there's
Oh my God.
houses is a school, but it's not. It was not. Okay?
Yes.
It so saddened me a lot and so painful for a teacher
Yeah.
like me to see those students. No? So that's why the role of a teacher is to discipline them nicely in a positive way, because we know the rule that really don't have to make palo, palo the sandok. You still remember the sandok?
You know what? We have that. Han, she was saying that discipline is about spanking using the paddle.
Yeah, the small pad. It's not a small paddle. That's what I call that. It's a sandok in Filipino. In the Philippines, we call it sandok. If you
It's
make
still a
mistakes in
paddle.
spelling,
Even in the small one in USA, it's called paddle. And Devin was teasing me
yeah,
about the paddle that my mom was using.
that you make palo on the hands if you have mistakes in your spelling. That's why I'm very good in spelling because I don't want my hands to be make palo of my teachers before.
Me too. Remember Mrs. Ausa? If Mrs. Ausa is your teacher, we got same teachers from grade 1 till grade 6. And you
Yeah,
know how
yeah,
terror Mrs. Ausa was. And I don't want my hand to be palo too. So, and I don't, she's doing like this on the head. You know, that's why I became a good writer because she loves to make us write, remember?
yeah,
And
yeah,
if your grammar is wrong, then you will be beaten up by her. So that's why I became good in English because I don't want to be beaten up. But that was they removed it. But I guess us students who had been punished with those with that kind of discipline, look at us now, and
yeah,
look how we don't complain on things. We just follow, listen as we know if it's good. But nowadays, you just do this like this to your student, and the teacher will go to
yeah. It's
complain. You know?
Teachers should not do that this time because it's a corporal punishment, and the law will pursue us if we did it.
Oh my
Okay, so
God!
that's why look at the behavior of children. They are
Exactly,
different.
different
No,
from
they
us.
don't have discipline at all, most of them. But syempre, as a teacher, we should also observe proper decorum and discipline. No,
Pick
in
it
a
up.
nice way. In a positive way. Even our
Yeah,
voice, we should always be in a low tone. No, we should not
yeah.
shout our students because it shows our behavior to as a teacher. Okay,
It
so
really
it
takes
should,
a lot of patience. Your
yeah,
name should be Paseng, Pasensya. That should be
yeah,
your name.
we
Well,
are so passionate.
I'm yeah, and I can really see how you love teaching and the students of you. I know that they will have a very good future because you molded them. You don't just guide them, you don't just teach them, you molded them. And
Yeah,
it is like
I want.
you spent more time with them than your own children, right?
Yeah, I've been staying in school for almost 6 hours, teaching 6 hours teaching, 6 hours teaching in the Philippines, and then after that you can still stay in school doing your work, doing your lesson plan, doing your activity sheets, doing your PowerPoint presentation, video presentation for the next
Yeah,
day. No,
yeah.
that's why you really have to prepare your lessons every day and don't come to school without your lesson plan. You always be
Exactly.
prepared.
It's not
Okay.
allowed anymore to do this lesson plan when you came to school, or how does it go? Because
For
during the
example,
time of me, mm,
I usually prepared my lesson plan a week before. For example,
okay,
this is the week. I prepared my lesson plan for
the
this
whole
week ahead of time,
my,
a week ahead of time, so that
what a nice attitude. You
I
don't
will not
cram.
cram. I am not
Yeah.
fond of cramming. I'm not a cramming person, no, because I am a Girl Scout. That's why I always be prepared. Okay, so
So
whatever
look at
happens,
this show of yours. I also prepared this like almost a week ahead of time.
yes,
Because there's so many things to prepare just to have a show. You need to make a poster, you need to market it, you need to promote it, you need to schedule it in the StreamYard, and you need to post it again before it comes, you need to grab pictures. Oh my goodness.
yes.
So everything was really
Mm-mm.
ahead of time. So Ate, what is K to 12? How does our education change in general? Because I'm
How
hearing
does
there is K to 12 already. What is that?
again? I wasn't able to get your question again.
I said, what is K 12? Remember we changed already. I'm hearing it about it, but I'm not really understanding what it is. Because before, when we finish grade 6, then we're done. Then you
Yeah,
go to high school.
K to
Why? What is
12.
grade?
What is K to 12? All
Mm,
right, K to 12 means from kindergarten to grade 12. No? Kindergarten. Before, kasi we don't have kindergarten when we graduated. Right?
mm,
Kasi K to 12 started, if I'm not mistaken, 2010. No, it was
mm,
ratified, I think, 2012. It's almost
mm.
10 years. And because
Wow.
education is global, we need to also be associated with other countries in the world. In
Mm,
Asia, we are, I think, the only country, no? So that's why we need to follow K to 12 so that our graduates also, when they enroll in other countries, they can
catch
immediately
up.
catch up with their lessons, no? Because we're lacking 4 years. That's why the government decided to implement K to 12 curriculum in the
So
Philippines.
grade 6 and then
Kinder.
grade
You
7.
started from kinder. You start
Yeah,
from kinder,
grade 1 to grade 6.
then
So one, 2,
grade 1
3,
to grade
4, 5,
6.
6, the 7 years. And then
Uh,
after grade
you
6,
need
what's next?
junior high school. Junior high school, grade 7 to 10, grade 7 to 10, and then senior high school.
And then college.
Yeah,
So the 4 years had been added, right?
yes.
Oh, wow. Okay. So
It's a
Devin,
burden on the part of
yeah.
the parents because additional baon and
Yes,
then
additional.
tuition. And it's free. Actually, it's free. No? We
Oh,
don't have
okay.
tuition in public school. But in private
Mm,
school, they have the assistance. The government
mm,
gave assistance. That's GASPE,
mm.
scholar. They paying a certain
Wow.
amount. If you enroll
So
your son or daughter in private school, the government will give you a certain amount of money, no, to pay for their tuition fee.
yeah, I forgot. My daughter Ella is going to graduate this year, and she is also a scholar. So my brother is
Mm,
so proud of her because she said, "Your daughter is a scholar." That's why
yeah,
she is studying so hard, and we cannot disturb her. Like me and Devin wants to talk to her online, but she's always saying, "I cannot talk. I'm busy. I'm studying." I forgot she needs to keep her grades because she's a scholar. Like
yeah.
her tita Marla, all she did was to study. You guys are so lucky, you're scholars, because when I moved to Hong Kong, I don't have my college degree yet. So, you know me, I need to pursue my studies, so I became a working student. That is
Yeah,
really
yeah.
hard.
And you did it.
But
We did it
you know,
with, you did
I
it.
also have my scholarship grant when I was in high school. But I got pregnant with Ella, so the scholarship goes away. So it's so nice. And then I did it on my own. I studied, our family is family of educators. So I became a working student in Ate. It's so tough.
Yeah.
But
Actually,
being a scholar is tough.
learning is fun, no? I'm just only taking a bit of rest because I'm being busy in the on the farm here, but I am still pursuing to study again another course, no, to uplift my
Wow.
skills. Okay, so
Oh,
soon
wow.
I'll try to study again
What are you
another.
planning to do? Because I took, to improve my skills, I took another degree in hotel and restaurant management because it's associated with my work here in the house.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's nice when you know how to do things properly. Because with our work, you're not just sleeping or staying in your employer's house. You should know how to manage the house. But you are correct. So I finished Bachelor of Science in Entrepreneurial Management, but it has no relationship with my job. So I studied Hotel and Restaurant Management, and it gives a difference because you got the skills on how to manage the house. You will be given a higher salary, and the respect of your employer is really high because they know you're educated. So good luck, whatever course you're going to take. Because me, I like what you said to improve the skills. I never stop studying. I always have lots of my own online course and also have lots of uh, there's so many different courses here too for free from the government. So I never stop too. So Devin, can you tell us the difference of education in USA? Because in Philippines, we updated it and we added 4 years. In Philippines, if you graduate high school, it's hard for you to get a job. You will just end it up in grocery stores because even in McDonald's, you need to finish college, you need to have a degree. Why in USA, you just finish college and you can get a good paying job? In Philippines, if you didn't finish college, you will not get a good paying job. How does the education goes in USA?
In the U.S., it doesn't matter. Uh, you can have a college degree and not know how to. And there are people I know that have a college degree who have no idea how to read, no idea how to write, no idea how to count. And, they'll say, oh, hey, I have this college degree. And they'll automatically be given these high paying jobs. And then they'll be walking around trying to tell people how to do a job that they have never done a day in their life, all
We're
because of that
talking
college
about
degree. Now,
we're talking about education. Like, is it from grade 1 to grade 6, or like from? That's what I'm asking.
no, what you asked is, about jobs relating to education.
Okay.
And that's what I'm
So
explaining to you. All right.
so what so what I'm asking here, you listen
Now,
to me first. Why in USA, when you graduate high school, you can already find a job? What's the difference? Like, how many years is the high school in USA? Is the technology thing? Do you got special courses offered, like in college? That's what you need to explain to us.
well, you have 4 years of high school, which you can which you can spend at a VOTEC, where you can take special courses that don't really amount to anything. You can go to college immediately afterward, immediately after graduating high school. Basically, it we have elementary school, then we have middle school, then we have high school, and if you're able to,
No, you got middle school. That's the answer to that.
Okay, I did not understand what you just said. You had some serious feedback. Say that again.
That's the answer. You hit it. You got middle school. Because before, we only got high school. We don't have middle school. So that is the equivalent for K-12. How many years
Yeah,
is the middle school?
middle school is like grade 6 to grade 8.
Mm.
Oh.
And then high school is grades 9 through 12.
So
And
the
then of course
same.
we have Head Start. Then we have pre-K, kindergarten through 5th grade, and then middle school is going to be 6th grade to 9th grade, or 6th grade to 8th grade, and then 9th grade to 12th grade is high school.
Got it. Yeah. So that is the same now as our education in Philippines, right, Ate?
Yeah,
They are
12
it's
years.
the same now. 12 years. Because before us, it's only 10 years. So
10.
wow.
But yeah, here
So
you
that's
a lot of places, a lot of jobs here, you don't even need an education to get a job. They have what's known as like, my older sister, when she was 16, she had to drop out of high school to help take care of me and my younger sister. She had to go get what is known as a GED, which is a general education degree. And essentially what it does is you go in and you take this test, and this test is actually harder than any other test out there. It's harder than, like there's things on there that you have to be able to pass it better than you have to be. Oh my God, I can't talk this morning. It's harder to get a GED than it is to get a high school diploma. But a GED is the equivalent of a high school diploma. And it one thing that I've noticed, having been in a management position, people with GEDs generally have a better broad spectrum knowledge of things than people who have actually graduated from high school or graduated from college. You have here in the States, there are people that have, like I was saying earlier, that have college degrees that don't know how to read, write, or count. To get a job here in the States, 9 times out of 10, if you're still in high school, I think, now when I started working, the working age was 15, so I would go to work immediately after school for 4 hours. And then you have but in general, once you're 18, if you have a high school diploma or a GED, you're able to just go, you can start applying to places. If you took any vocational, I think that's the word I'm looking for. Like me, I took auto mechanics as a completer in high school. So I could have used that to go and try and get a job at an auto shop or something like that. But I mean, pretty much you don't need to go to college to get a job here. If you're able to do something, then
okay. Let me try. Juana said my voice is echoing. This mic is new. My sound card is new. So Juana, is it still echoing? Because I need to adjust it. I will not know because on my part it's not echoing. On my part it's good. It's still echoing. Yeah, she said okay now because I changed my gadget. I changed it to V10. I upgraded it because the V8 is always giving me the Echo 2. So, ayan. So, Ate Marilyn, if ever you are going to be given another life, will you still choose to be a teacher as a profession? Next, pang Miss
Yeah.
Universe na tanong.
Yeah, of course, because I know teaching is a noble profession, just like our Rabbi Jesus, no? You know what? It's
Yeah.
really a very good part on my heart that you have done something good, no, for our little kids. Because what you have shared to them, you can never buy, it cannot be bought, no, that
Mm.
much by any amount of money. No, the kindness that you have shown them, the discipline that you have did to them, the skills that you have developed among them, how them saying how they learn how to sing, dance, recite a poem, write
Mm.
write novels and story. Because without a teacher, we can never have this professionals, just like the engineer, the lawyer,
Exactly.
and a lot. Because teaching is really a very good profession. It's tiring, but at the end of the day, when you reflect, what I did is really a very good thing. Now,
Is it okay
inspiring them,
to ask how much is the salary of a teacher now? I mean, how does it goes? Is it depends on your rank? Like you're a
yes.
doctorate already. So how much is? I'm not. Don't say exactly. I mean, because it's so tiring. And for me, the reason why I don't want to work in the Philippines because we're family of government servants. You guys are a teacher. Lolo Mading works in the government too. My mom is a teacher. My brother is a soldier. All is working for the government. But I don't want to do it because the salary is so small, right? I
Okay.
don't know. I don't know now. And how range 20,000 at time. Now that there is so, lots of changes, how much teachers
Actually, at EOD, uh, even, yeah, you're lost.
ha?
Hello?
Hindi ba ka narinig? Ano?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Now,
I
can you
got
hear me
your
now?
question. Yeah, loud and clear.
Now,
But a
what
while
I'm
ago,
saying
you're
is,
out of the
how much is the salary of
out
a
of
school
sync.
teacher?
Okay, so a teacher one ranges from 26,000. No, so they are free from
Huh?
tax, if I'm not mistaken. Now it depends on the rank of a teacher. No, even though you graduated doctorate degree, or but still you're a teacher one, you need to apply for promotion so that you can move to the next
Oh,
rank. Okay, so we have the highest degree. No, for example, in teacher, among teachers, we have master teacher two. In Lucena, it's the highest rank pa. But in other division, they have master teachers four, no, three and four in a big
oh.
school, in a big division. Okay, but in Lucena and Quezon, I think we have only up to master teacher two, and that's what am sharing to my students, that you have to study well. No, you have to practice the skills. Okay, just like what Mr. Devon have said, in America, they are up to the skills of a child. No, but in the Philippines, we are up to the what we have earned. No, yung degree. Okay, just like what you have said. That's why if you want to change your life, you really have to finish your studies at EOD in the Philippines. No, because
Mm.
and also you have to improve your skills. That's why we have to um, teach them the right competencies and skills so that when they graduated, they can use it. no, in their particular job. Okay? So
Wow.
yun po yun.
Never ending study. Like
Yeah.
Marlon, he's a policeman. In order for him to be promoted as
Have
captain
ranks.
or he is studying, he's schooling. Being promoted as a policeman is a combination of your skills in the field and also studying. Before I thought when you're watching a movie, you will be promoted if you killed lots of people in the fight. If you had put down lots of bad guys in the fight. I was wrong. That is just a part. You need to study. And now I know that is also how it goes when you're a teacher. But there's lots of things to change. It's really different during the time of my mom. It's very different from the time of here. So my mom also wants me to be a teacher, but I'm like, I don't want.
Education is evolving too. No, it's changing. It's also changing. Just like our world is changing, as well as education is also evolving. No,
Yeah.
it has lots of innovations. Okay,
Hmm.
due to the environment that we are having right now. Okay.
Ganun pala yun. So ate, masaya ka na ba ngayon? Is everyone happy now that the education system is getting better and you guys are back now to normal life? So, what does the children learn a lot during this pandemic? Does they value school because it's so hard to study in the house? How does it go? Because uh, some of the students' reaction was, "I don't want to go to school. It's boring. I don't want to go to school. I don't have baon." So
Yeah,
does
yeah, yeah.
pandemic teaches a lot from them, or that they learn to value my teacher?
Yeah. Kids nowadays love to go to school because they don't want to stay in their houses because some of them didn't have learning facilitators. They have difficulty in learning their lessons alone.
Oh
And
wow.
that's one of our problem also in school before pandemic. Because most of their parents are working. Nobody was left at home for them to help in their lessons. That's why they really need to go to school. No, some of our students are very eager in going to school. They come to school early in the morning.
Mm.
Okay, and that's why some of the parents also left their children in school because they also go to their work early in the morning.
Yeah.
So that's why um, the presence of a teacher, no one can ever replace the presence
He's
of a
your
teacher.
yeah, nobody else.
Okay.
That's why I value teacher a lot. That's why I bring you here. Because I mean I want to bring you on my birthdays, but there's so much going on. I want to bring you on the holiday, but during the holidays I'm mourning because my uncle died, your cousin. And while he is being having him the wake for him, I got a food issue, so I cannot. I'm absent doing my DJ thing for 3 consecutive Sundays and Thursdays. Sometimes you need to give yourself a break. So, Ate, how does a teacher do and manage those emotional stress? Because me, how I manage my emotional stress is I'm doing Reiki and I have lots of lessons on how to manage mental health because that is free here in Hong Kong. Many NGOs was given that for free. How a teacher manage? Because during the time that my mom was a teacher, I'm still young, so this thing is not my business. But now I'm 43 years old, and I'm seeing teachers as heroes because
Yeah.
it's so stressful. How do you guys manage this? You definitely listen.
Yeah. So I am an organized person. No, I can say that because
I know.
I have I want everything to be in. proper place or in order. That's why ahead of time I prepared everything. Teaching is really a stressful job if you're cramming. So that's why you really have to
Exactly.
be of use of your time wisely. Be ready, be prepared. Make some of researches, no, ahead of time, especially your lessons. And you know what? I am fond of working alone. That's why I can finish my job well. No, just like this in Filipinos, they are marites. Some of them are making
Yeah.
cuento. That's why I'm using my time in a very resourceful way. So
Yeah.
before I'm going home, I work in school most of the time during my break so that when it's going home, all right, I can rest at night. For example, tomorrow I still have my class. So I really have to wake up at 5 a.m. I have an alarm of that. Okay, so um although teaching is a stressful job, but it's a really an enjoyable one. It depends on
Can
the
you
teacher and how
imagine
she will handle.
how many students you had already? You became a mother of. Can you imagine? You didn't give birth to them, but you raised them, you mold them. How many students you already had so far, and how long have you been at? Because my nana, she's already
Yeah,
retired.
I can't no longer count in my heads those students have passed to me since 1998.
Oh
That
my
was the
goodness.
that was the time, the moment when I graduated in college. No, I am thankful to God because I am already hired by a private institution.
Uh-huh.
Upon graduating in March, I entered already in June. Okay,
Wow. That
so in
is
one of the
awesome.
prestigious school in Lucena City. So I am thankful for that. Okay.
Yeah. But the more educated you are, the more lucky your student are
Yes, of
going to be.
course. Because you
Oh,
cannot give what you don't have. So that's why you have
exactly.
to earn a lot of skills,
You cannot give on an empty
talents.
cup. Exactly. And also, Ate Marilyn is a very good writer. She's one of our educator and who writes that, and she's also one of our writer, and she's also part of our book anthology. Yay! Diba? Oh my God! You should pray. So, Ate, aside from teaching, I know you're very passionate about it. What about the other side of you? This is a calendar thing. Being a gardener. Because Devin knows Lolo Judith's farm. It was amazing. My grandfather. Do you still remember our farm in Mayo Silangan? If you still have a vague memory of that?
Yeah, there are
And
lots of santol, lot of kaimitos, lots of fruits there in Lolo Mading's place. When I was a kid,
yeah,
I
and then and
usually,
and then Lulu Judith and Lolo
yeah,
Mading, they
yeah,
both have their own farms. And
there are lots of fruit-bearing trees
now,
there.
you're the one who's doing your gardening thing. Marlon also had his own garden. You guys are really cousins by blood. Unfortunately, I don't like to do this. Maybe I'll do this in USA. But because I had a bad experience when I was, when we are harvesting rice, the pugo, it's real itchy. And my whole body got red and itchy, and I said to myself, I will not do this. When I grow up, I will ride in the airplane and I will work abroad. Could you imagine those itchy things all over
Yeah.
my body? But now I realize I'm still a farmer's granddaughter. So
Mhm.
how do you find that you got this love for farming? What pushes you? Is it because this is what our family does from the past, or is it really your passion? Is it your
Yeah, aside from a passion, I
therapy?
think I was inspired by my lolo and lolas, no? Like Lolo Mading and Lola Aswan before. When I was a kid, I am with them, going to the Borol, you know
Yes,
Borol, the
yes, yes.
hill. And we're going to, excavate kamote
Yeah.
tops. And yung kamote, ang lalaki, and we're so fun excavating those kamote. All
You're
right.
digging
So
it.
sweet potato in English. All right. So
Yes.
I'm just preparing my retirement 15 years from now. Okay.
Mm.
So it's so nice that God had blessed us with this kind of farm wherein every minute I really, when I'm here, I feel stressful, I feel relaxed, I feel happier.
Ate, is your
Okay.
farm far from your house? Because I know where is your house. So your farm is
Yeah.
on
It's
another
one
place. Where's your
barangay.
farm?
It's from one barangay.
Oh,
Two barangays pala. Two barangays
okay.
from our house.
Oh,
From our old house.
yeah.
And
Do you guys still
today I'm
live
here.
in the old house, or you're on different house now? It's only Tita Open and
Yeah.
Uncle
In the old
Rick.
house, no one lives there. Only my little sister. My sister lives there.
Mm.
We're
Wow.
planning to made it as an apartment so that
Mm-mm.
uh,
Where's Tita Open?
there living there in our house, old house.
In the old. I know the old house. I have been there many times. I walked a lot just to be there because we're having
In
different
our
family
old
occasions.
house.
Yeah. And how does it feel like when you have this farming? Does somebody offer you a lot, or you're the one who took the initiative? Because we got a farm. Marlon got his own farm also for the farm becomes the retirement thing for my mom and my dad because they are now both retired. And somebody offered to Marlon, so he bought the land. And what about you? Did somebody offer you the land, or you are really into farming, like you're planting it in the paso? And then,
Yeah, yeah, we bought this land, no, and then because it's pandemic, we recall, that we have lots
mm,
there, we have lot there. So we start planting
mm,
2019 and
yeah,
putting up some structures here, like the
that's
Bahay
beautiful.
Kubo, something like that. Yeah. The place is very refreshing and so cool, no?
You're
You're
really
gonna
a
eat
green, you're really a green
vegetables.
thumb. Is there someone taking good care of the farm besides your harvest, or is it only during
Yeah.
weekends?
I have my tita. She helped me in pruning the grasses because I don't want cement to make it cemented. It's hot.
Yeah, it won't be a farm
I know
anymore if
I
it's
want soil. I want the real soil and with
exactly.
grasses. It feels cold. Unlike in our old house, it's purely cemented, like in the subdivision.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
hot.
so nowhere to plant. So that's why we have recalled this lot and then we put it into our own little farm.
That's
Okay,
awesome.
so it's so nice. Trees are now growing. We have durian, we have
Yeah,
rambutan, we have
expensive,
mangosteen. Now they're
expensive.
small, but we will soon grow. Three
Yeah,
years or 4 years more.
15 years from now, with your retirement, you will really have lots of time to enjoy your fruit bearing trees. I,
Yes.
will,
So that's
I wish
why
I wish
you
I
really
could
have to
vote.
plant this ahead of
Are you,
time.
did you get Atis? Because Devin's
Yeah, I have Ati
first
seedless. Seedless.
awesome.
The
Because you
Ati's
know why
there.
Atis? That is my favorite fruit, and the first Tagalog that Devin learned was Atis.
Ati's.
Because
Actually, all the fruits here on the farm are my favorites. We have lanzones,
oh
we
my
have
gosh,
rambutan,
I'm
we
buying
have
lanzones here.
cherry, we have mulberry, we have blueberries,
Wow, the
aratilis. You
blueberry,
know aratilis?
of
And
course.
it's
I
good
know.
for
That is our
diabetes.
fruit. Yeah, aratilis is
Yeah,
good for diabetes. Well, there's no aratilis here. You know, I had a high sugar too. It's in
that's
our
good for
genes.
diabetes and for the heart.
So what do you do with
Aratilis or
the
basilitis.
aratilis or the leaves itself? Do you need to boil the leaves or just the fruit itself?
You can boil the leaves of that sa
That
aratilis and also
I'll tell my
the
mom.
fruit.
Yeah, I'll tell my
Actually,
mom. Arati.
Yeah, we don't plant the aratilis. They were
We
brought
just,
us by the birds.
yes.
The birds scattered them on the farm. Ang galing nga nila, they're very good. Aligned sila, aligned on the side of the farm. It seems that it looks good. And it's cold under the aratilis tree. It's so nice to look at.
That is amazing. So, Ate, I know you still got class tomorrow. So, thank you so much
Yeah.
for giving us a time to hear and to share education in Philippines. Because I really had no idea, and most of the migrant workers like doesn't have an idea how the education in Philippines goes. The only thing that I know is, oops, I bought a computer, Zoom. If Ellen needs help, then Zoom. But I had no idea that the education evolves a lot. That's why we are producing more intelligent, skillful, and resourceful students from the Philippines. And lots of foreigners used to study Philippines too. Well, I'm so proud of you, Ate, and thank you for giving back to the society. We have the same goal. We both love to give back to the society. And thank you for giving your time. Time is so precious. Did you see my post? Did you see also how I manage my time?
Yeah, of course. You have a list. You have a checklist, just like mine. I have
Yeah,
my
that's
checklist.
yeah. Because if I'm not going to do that, I won't be able to do this live broadcast, and I won't be able to help people. You see how organized I am, like you. It runs in my
Yeah,
blood because
you're doing
I,
fine.
you do. So, thank you
Yes.
so much, Ate. Devin, you say bye to Ate na because she needs to fall to sleep na. It's 11:40. And till next time again, Ate, thank you for always being there, supporting Horizons. Third year anniversary na ng Horizon sa April. Time really flies. Can you imagine? Nobody believes in me up when I founded this talent house. Now, it's 3 years. And I'm so glad you're in there and always support. And, ayan, di ba, writer ka na rin ako. Pag uwi ko, ibigay ko yung libro ko. Ang hirap kasi
Yes, thank you so much. You visit our farm. I'll invite you with Mr. Devon and you and your family ni na Ate Pressy. I'm glad to
Well,
see you.
you know naman, even if there's no invitation, in our Filipino culture, we just pop up and visit.
Yeah, of course, Papa. My dad loves to see you.
Yeah, I
He
miss,
cries whenever sees cousins.
yeah, you say
No,
hi to my
so
uncle. I know he still
yeah,
remembers me. So I love you,
yeah.
Ate Ko. And until next time, Devin, say bye to your cousin. Because Sunday
Okay,
is
thank you
fun.
so much. Thank you so much for giving the opportunity to share the Clo Community Lifestyle with DJ Ody Munson and Horizon.
O, di ba
Thank you
ang
so
galing
much,
niya?
Mr.
Kawawa siya. We love you, Ate. Thank you for educating
Bye,
us.
Mr. Buon and Ate Melody.
And I just
Bye-bye.
want to say, I do thank you for being an educator. It is a very underrated and underpaid job, but it's a very important job. It's more important than people think it is, and it's more important than people act like it is. It's a very important job. And I personally thank you and all the other educators and teachers across the entire planet for getting out there and doing this important work, even though everybody else thinks that it's not. I just want to say, I'm going to tell you right here, right now, it is the most important job on the planet. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thinks that it's not. I just want to say, I'm going to tell you right here, right now.
Well,
Am I hearing myself?
yeah, that's it. So good night, Ate, because Ate needs to go
Night,
to work
everyone.
tomorrow.
Thank you so much. Bye
It
for
is the
now.
most important job on the planet. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thinks that it's not. I just want to
Okay.
I'm going to
Now,
tell you right here, right now.
you and me, and you're echoing. I don't know
Am I
why.
hearing myself?
Yeah, that's it. So good night, ate, because ate needs to go
Right,
to work.
everyone. Thank you so much. Bye for
It was the
now.
most important job. Oh, you
Yeah,
have it up on that other thing.
yeah,
That
it's
might be why there's so much feedback and I can barely hear you. I was wondering what was going on.
yeah, no, sometimes it happens when you need to check the monitor because not all of the comments is being seen here in my laptop. And I don't want people to think that I'm ignoring them. So
I don't even know how to check for messages or anything on here.
you can check the way I'm doing it. There's a monitor here. I'm watching myself on the other one, and there should be no sound in it because I accidentally put the volume up. You will hear yourself while you're in there because there is a 5 minutes lapse if it's on the laptop, it's on the monitor. But anyway, did you learn something from today? Oh, we need to put our showbiz report from Miss Lunch Collection. Yeah. I'm sorry, I won't go. There you go. Let's listen to Miss Lunch Collection showbiz report, but let's put her. Let's put her picture first. There you go. PJ again. What did I press? Okay, let's go to the showbiz report of our PJ Mansion collection.
I don't know what you did. All I know is that I heard Chip and or Dale laughing.
Hear that?
Yeah, that was
Like,
Bugs Bunny.
something like someone.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Good evening to all our followers from all over the Philippines, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Only here at 91.5 WRS. Wow, radio. I am here again back on air para maghatid ng mainit na showbiz balita dito lamang sa ating programa, The CLO. The Community Lifestyle with DJ Ody Munson and The Horizon. Headline: Michelle Madrigal, ilang beses nang niloko ng lalaki o maming nag-chat sa ex-jowa. Gumanti lang ako, anya. Diretsahang inamin ng dating sexy actress na si Michelle Madrigal na ginantihan niya noon ang isang nakarelasyon na nanloko sa kanya. Kwento ng celebrity mom, ilang beses na rin siyang nabudol pagdating sa pag-ibig kaya naman nang magkaroon ng chance, rumisbak daw talaga siya sa kanyang naging ex. Sa latest YouTube vlog ni Michelle, sumabak sila ng kanyang kapatid na si Era Madrigal sa usong-uso pa rin ngayon na Never Have I Ever Challenge. Isa sa mga pasabog na tanong ay, never have I ever been cheated on more than once by the same partner. I have. I have. Galit? I have. Ang mabilis na sagot ni Michelle. Anya, mas katanggap-tanggap daw kung magkaibang lalaki ang nag-cheat sa kanya. Pero same guy nga ito kaya naloka siya ng bonggang-bongga. Kahit nga nasakta na, kaya nga tayo syunga girl natatawa pa rin biro ni Michelle sa kapatid na si Era na sumagot din ng I have. At sa sumusunod na tanong na never have I ever been unfaithful, inamin din ni Michelle na nagtaksil siya noon. I have been unfaithful. Gumanti lang din ako. Ang humalakhak pa niyang sagot. Katwiran ng aktres, sinaktan nila ako. Sabi ko, kung kaya mo, kaya ko rin. Pero nung bata pa ako noon, siguro nga, doon sa heartbreak ko na yon, sobrang na-depress talaga ako. I really promised myself, I don't ever wanna feel this way again. So, kaya ganun ang mindset ko. But it doesn't really help. Paglilinaw pa ni Michelle na isa na ngayong real estate agent sa Amerika. Mariin pa niyang sabi, walang magagawa kung gaganti ka. Magagantihan kayo, walang outcome na mangyayari na maganda. Nagbabahagi na rin siya ng ilang detalye tungkol sa paggamit niya ng dating apps kung saan niya nakilala ang boyfriend niya ngayong foreigner na si Kyle. Sa dating apps din niya na-meet ang kanyang ex-husband na si Troy Wolfolk. Pero sumusumpa si Michelle na hindi naman siya tambay sa mga dating apps. Hindi ako matagal na nag-stay. When I met Troy, siya lang ang first and the last ko doon and then I deleted it. Hindi ako yung multiple dates na sino-sino. Paglilinaw pa niya, say ni Michelle, ang ginamit niyang dating app ay para sa mga taong naghahanap ng seryoso at tutuhanang relasyon. At yan ang aking mainit na balitang showbiz na hatid ngayong gabi. All the way from Churuan, this is Lenshut Collection reporting. Back to you, DJ Ody.
That it will be great if you will dance with us. Did you hear that? John said you're so funny. Yeah. Did you
I
hear
just tell it
this?
like it is.
Did you hear this? So cute. I don't know, it's my beacon. I mean, it's the first time that I ever touched these buttons. Diba? Oh, my. And then, John said the music is beautiful. I'm glad you heard this like, make it evergreen. Guys, Daddy's birthday is coming. His birthday is on January 25, and now it's January 15. Oh, John likes the button. Let's play it again. One more. John is having so much fun. I'm just making it up. She's not feeling it. Well, guys, don't forget, I had my book, Chasing Horizons. It's in Amazon for the Kindle. And then at 8 letters, if you want to order, it's not that expensive. Oh, John wants to dance. One more. Feeling ko macho dancer. John was so entertained. Yeah, I really like the sound that my. Let's try one. It's so cute. If Blanchett is here, she would yell at me. I don't know what is this. How will I know what
say
is
what that was. I am not even going to say what that was.
Really? Why your face is turning red? Oh my god. Oh, I don't know. Oh my gosh. It's like we're in a And what is this? Well, how will I know what is this if I am not going to test it online? Because it will not work if you are not online. So, Joanne, which one do you like from this? Oh, that's that. That's Bugs Bunny.
I'm surprised you don't have a button on there. It makes a noise like I.
I can record that using yours. Because this is when you're mixing and recording. Like when you're doing a drama, you can use this. When Len is back, is Len saying, get well soon, Len. Happy birthday celebrants. And thank you to Horizons today for joining me on our very first workshop. I taught them how to write a book and in cooperation with Miss Sen or William, and we're also the sponsored and incorporated by World City in China. O, diba? Bongga. So there's another one in here. So that's the laughter. And let go. It's a mixed up, DJ's mixed up. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to press any more buttons. There's so many buttons in here. I'm afraid my voice will change to Bugs Bunny. There's a voice in here like female voice, children's voice, male voice. But anyway, John, you sent me your showbiz report. Yeah, let me see first. Let me see.
The report.
Okay, our weather report is
Community
coming.
lifestyle with DJ Ody Munson. Low weather updates.
Just go on like that. That's her intro, her weather.
January 16, 2023. Monday. Sunrise 7:05 a.m.
Wow, too late.
Sunset 6:01 p.m.
Too early.
Mainly cloudy. One or two light patches at first. Cold tomorrow morning. The minimum temperatures will be about 11 degrees in the urban areas and a few degrees lower in the new territories. Sunny intervals during the day with a maximum temperature of around 15 degrees. Moderate to fresh northerly winds, strong offshore and on high ground overnight. General situation. A strong winter monsoon will bring cold and dry weather to Guangdong in the next couple of days. Under the persistent influence of the monsoon, the weather will be mainly fine over the coast of Guangdong in the latter part of this week, but it will be still rather cool in the morning. Outlook. Persistently cold in the morning.
John, where are you?
Good evening. This is DJ Juana for our community lifestyle with DJ Ody Munson and Horizons weather report. Are you ready for our CLO weather updates? Our community lifestyle weather report for tomorrow, January 16, 2023, Monday. Sunrise 7:05 a.m. Sunset 6:01 p.m. Mainly cloudy. One or two light patches at first. Cold tomorrow morning. The minimum temperatures will be about 11 degrees in the urban areas and a few degrees lower in the new territories. Sunny intervals during the day with a maximum temperature of around 15 degrees. Moderate to fresh northerly winds, strong offshore and on high ground overnight. General situation. A strong winter monsoon will bring cold and dry weather to Guangdong in the next couple of days. Under the persistent influence of the monsoon, the weather will be mainly fine over the coast of Guangdong in the latter part of this week, but it will be still rather cool in the morning. Outlook. Persistently cold in the morning in the following couple of days. Mainly fine and dry in the middle and latter parts of this week. The maximum of UV index for tomorrow will be about 5. The intensity of UV radiation will be moderate. And that's all for our community lifestyle weather report here in 91.5 WRS FM Wow Radio. Once again, this is DJ Juana saying good evening, everyone. Back to you, DJ Ody.
Galing, galing. Yeah, you can do your homework. Where's your slumber? I know John. That is fine. That is a slum report. Where is it? Anyway, any words you want to say to our viewers? Happy birthday, son, Daddy. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button. Just want to say happy birthday to you later on. Oh, why you become quiet? How's the coffee? And how's the weather? Now, you see, John says we got 15 degrees. What's the weather in USA? You talk. You can read that here.
Are you talking to me?
Who else? Is there somebody else here?
I cannot hear you. Say that again.
I said, what is the weather over there in USA?
Oh, it's actually not too bad right now. I mean, there's a slight chill outside. That's about it. I mean, it's shorts and t-shirt weather for me. So now, once that sun goes down, it's probably going to get cold. But right now, it's not that bad outside. I mean, a light jacket is all you really need. Probably like a light hoodie or something.
Congratulations, you did a good job cooking. I forgot to post it on Cooking Friday. So
What?
that's the reason I'm far away from the mic. I said, good job cooking your food.
Cooking what?
Remember what you cooked the other day?
All I did was fry up some spam and make mashed potatoes and cut up the spam and throw it in the mashed potatoes. Ain't that hard to make spam and mashed potatoes.
At least you cook. You didn't buy chunk.
Today's slang's all about not feeling good. First
How
and
nice
foremost, there's the self explaining. I feel like I got hit by a bus. And then there's if you have real bad diarrhea, it. I got the Hershey squirts. It's the equivalent of it feels the same way that a Hershey bottle looks when you squeeze the chocolate syrup out. And then of course you have I was vomiting like The Exorcist in that famous scene where Linda Blair's character in the movie The Exorcist is projectile vomiting all over the priest that's trying to exorcise her. You can say, "Oh, it was projectile vomiting." I felt like The Exorcist.
Okay.
I don't remember recording that.
Whose voice was that? It's time to wrap up. And that was a very nice show with my cousin. See, I love teachers, and teachers gives hope, love, and courage. Imagine them taking good care of our kids at school.
Yeah, it's like I told her, it's a very, very important job that is completely underrated and completely underpaid. Doesn't matter what country it's in, it's completely underrated and completely underpaid. It's a very important job, and I thank any and all teachers out there.
My mom is a teacher, so it means you're very thankful to her. So it's time to say bye bye. Go ahead and say bye bye to everyone.
And now I have a song stuck in my head.
Bye.
Huh?
Okay. So good night, everyone, and thank you for staying with us for another episode of Clue Community Lifestyle with DJ Ody Munson and Horizons. Because at Clue, we do believe that if they got a story to tell, you got a lifestyle to share. I love you all and see you again on next Thursday from 10 p.m. till 12 midnight on 91.5 WRS FM. Wow, radio. Mapapa. Wow, Hadito. Good night, everyone. This is your DJ Ody signing off. Thank you, everyone. Say thank you to them, Daddy. They cannot hear you.
Bye.
Invite them till Thursday again. Our guest next Thursday is very good in aerial photography. Our Kuya Cluster is our guest, Horizons official aerial photographer. There's so many talented people in Horizons. Hi, hon. I'll talk to you on another side.